Watch this. You're going to be like so super impressed with this. This is high tech is what I'm saying.
Talk is cheap. It's overrated. My actions speak what I'm actually saying. 'Cause in the end, what you do, that's gonna hang around. I said talk is cheap. It's overrated. My actions speak what I'm actually saying. 'Cause in the end, what you do, that's gonna hang around. Well, I've seen a lot of things. Well, I've said a lot of things. Don't amount to nothing, nothing, nothing. Well, I've heard a lot of things. Well, I've seen a lot of things. Well, I've said a lot of things. Don't amount to nothing. Oh, well, I've heard a lot of things. Well, I've seen a lot of things. Well, I've said a lot of things that don't amount to nothing.
Hello and happy Tuesday and welcome to episode 110 of Talk is Cheap. We are so glad that you're here tonight. We are excited to have you. We have a really fun show for you tonight. And of course, we have the That's right, Chewy's here. There he is. He's sleeping nice and calm. And yes, tonight we wanted to make sure that Chewy was nice and calm and maybe he was sleeping for the show. As I don't know if you remember, but last week Chewy had a little barking episode at the end of the show to let us know he was ready to end the show. And so tonight we made sure he had his quiet moments, which is our unofficial sponsor, Quiet Moments. That's right. If your dog is in need of some quiet time, make sure you get this calming aid. That's exactly what you want to do. So we want to say hi. If you're watching, make sure you say hi to us. We want to know you're here. Alice Green is here. We're so glad you're here. Hi, everyone. Happy Tuesday, says Alice. And Leslie Robs in the house. Woohoo! Hey, Rhonda. Hey, Leslie. Thanks for joining us. And it's Michelle Van Dusen. Yay. Time for the Chewy and Rhonda show. All right. We'll just, whatever. Okay. So excited. Yeah, well, we're excited too. It's going to be fun. We have in the house, we have Mary Paquette here. And if I said her name wrong, she can correct me. Is it Mary Paquette or is it Mary Paquette? I don't know, but you know what? I know her, but obviously I didn't ask her how to pronounce her name properly. So that's how professional I am. Thank you so much for that. We have Christy Largent back. She's going to help us here with some pro tips. And as my guest host, we have the very funny Pat Collins is here with us. John Peters also says, hi, Rhonda, is there a quiet time for teens? You know, that would be nice. I think they do have some stuff. I don't know if it's over the counter, but yeah, I don't think we're allowed to talk about that, John. I don't know. Whatever. I don't know. So how has it been where you're at? Here has been, we had a beautiful warm day. It started off pretty chilly. And then I think it got up to, I don't even want to say it, but I think it got up to like 70 degrees here. So that was awesome, you know, because you guys know how much I love and adore the winter. You know, it's just so much fun to go outside and just shovel snow off your car and off the walkway and to slip on ice and to have to get bundled up like I don't know. I love it. I love it, you guys. I don't love it. Okay, that's what it is. Anyway, yeah. Well, a couple of our people here are not from this colder climates, so I'm a little jealous. Fran, yay! Hi, Fran. Hi, Chewy. It's still fall here. It's fall here. It is. It's really pretty. I have to say, it's really pretty. It's fall is the prelude to the mean season. Let's just say that. Okay. That's what it is. Hey, you know what? I think it's just, I don't want to, nobody wants to hear me talk and jibber jabber and blah, blah, blah. So I think it's time that I bring up my co-host for the night, and we just say, sleep tight, Chewy. So we're gonna remove Chewy from the scene. There he is. All right, and we're gonna bring up my co-host for episode 110's Talk is Cheap. Okay, he's appeared at the Comedy Studios, CBS Comedy Scene, the Comedy Connection in Rhode Island, and recently started a series of very funny commercials for NASCAR and New Hampshire Motor Speedway. He's the founder of Collins Comedy Events. He books and produces comedy shows throughout the New England area. Please welcome Pat Collins, everybody. Yay. Oh, we have to unmute you're muted. See, this is, now you're unmuted.
Well,
yeah, that's exactly.
Good start. Thank you. Thank you, Rhonda.
You started off muted.
Good evening.
We're so glad you're here, Pat. And Pat, you are here from the Boston area, right?
Yes, I am. I'm in Norwood, Massachusetts, right outside of Boston.
Yeah, so you're close to me. He is a New England comic, you guys. I love it. And I think we worked together about, gosh, it's probably like 4 years ago, at least 4 or 5 years ago, the very first time.
It was in the basement of a church. It was a fundraiser. And I didn't know that until I showed up. And that's where I met you and your husband, and the pastor sat in the front row, and nobody would laugh until he laughed, and then, signified it was okay. And everyone was sitting in like the little kid. It was like a Catholic school. And I'm like, this is the weirdest comedy show I've ever been to in my life. So that must have been 4 years ago.
Yeah, it was definitely different. So funny.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was our introduction in the basement. There was kind of I remember we were kind of hanging on a stairway or something, just to kind of, so funny.
It was the only place to be. That was the green room.
Right. Yeah, that was
the best thing I can say about it. Was clearly an elementary school, and when you go in the bathroom, the urinal is just the right size when you're 5'4". So that was the upside. That was the one great takeaway from that show that I got, besides meeting you.
That's very nice. I don't know. So it was.
Got to take something away from every show. That's what I got out of that one.
The urinal and me. In that order. I don't know.
And
I don't know.
Really, what more do you need?
That's it. Oh my goodness. But Pat, we're going to be able to this week, this Friday, we're actually going to be working together again, being part of the Boston Comedy Festival, the Best of Boston, right?
Yes. Can't wait. Looking forward to it. Festival kicks off tonight. I think they have preliminary rounds of the big contest, and then, several other shows throughout the week, and we're on the Best of Boston show Friday night in Cambridge.
Yeah, in Cambridge.
I think it's me, you, Jim McHugh, the great Jim McHugh.
Who's also been on Talk is Cheap, by the way. Just saying. He's been on Talk is Cheap. And
he's got an extensive resume, but if Talk is Cheap is on his resume, then he's an accomplished man.
Well,
I don't know why he's still doing it. He's clearly done everything.
Well, now that's how you know you've made it or you're tanking. I don't know. I don't know what it is, but I'm going to go, you've made it. That makes me feel a lot better.
He's a Comedy Central special, and he has Talk is Cheap. That's it. Those are the two big things on his resume.
It's complete. It's complete. Alice wants to say hi to you and let you know that she graduated from Norwood High and
Mustang
at Peabody School. Wow.
Well, that is fantastic.
Isn't that cool?
Welcome. A Mustang.
Is that what they're
the Norwood Mustangs?
Ah, interesting. Very, very interesting.
The Norwood Mustangs. I went to Severian. I'm a Catholic schoolboy, so I didn't actually go to Norwood High, but my wife did. And,
okay.
Many, many friends in the area are fellow Mustangs. So welcome. Thank you for joining us.
Yay, Alice. Yeah, so she's kind of local to both of us then. That's cool. She's in the New England area. We got to keep our New Englanders around. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
We don't freeze. How are you like in the cold weather? Is that something that you enjoy or?
Oh, me? No, I'm not a fan of the cold weather. I hate it. I get up first thing in the morning. It was freezing. There was frost in the window. I'm like, what the? And unfortunately, it warmed up. It was beautiful today, but I hate it, and I don't like what's coming.
Yeah,
I mean, last year this time we already had snow. But,
yes.
So we're doing better than that. But I mean, it's just a matter of time. It just
Yeah,
makes
I
me want to
know.
climb to the top of the tallest building I can find and dive off the roof into a bucket of nails every time it snows.
I know. I just hate it. Like, people are like, "Oh, it's so pretty." It's not, because they watch Hallmark movies. They live in warm climates and they watch Hallmark movies and they think like, people drive around and all the streets are fine. There's only snow on the roofs of the houses and on the, it's like, no, that's
Oh,
not real
and
life.
it's beautiful, colorful autumn foliage until it's not. Then it's a lovely, lovely blanket of snow. It's not. The leaves, they turn colors and they fall down and they mess up your yard and you got to rake them and then blows in from another yard and you got to rake them again. And then it snows and makes a big mess out of everything. And it's nothing like freaking Hallmark. I'll tell you that right now.
It's really
If anyone cares to, I mean, I love it. Don't get me wrong, but it's not
yeah.
everything that you may think it. You may
Yeah,
think it is if
exactly.
you're not from the area.
Right.
That's what I'm trying to say.
It's pretty if you don't have to go anywhere and you can stay home and you're like all bundled up and stuff like that. If you don't have to leave the house, or if you're not the
Yes.
one that is responsible for like, shoveling or cleaning off your car, or, then it's
Yeah.
fine.
Well, bad news, Rhonda. I am.
You are.
That falls well within the realm of my responsibility.
That's what I kind of figured. Pat, I kind of figured.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I know. It's just, and it's just makes it
But
tough,
more to the point, I mean, the weather we had today for this time of year, I will
Beautiful.
take it all day long. I have nothing to
Mm-hmm.
complain about.
Mm-hmm.
I'll complain anyways, but nothing really to complain about.
June Colson is here, and she says, "I thought for sure you ride around in horse-drawn carriages covered in buffalo print blankets. No, wouldn't that be nice, right?"
I am sensing sarcasm. I sense that was a little facetious,
just,
but I'm not entirely, I'm not entirely sure
just a
because my
little,
uncle, I
just
have
a
an
little.
uncle. My mom is from the Midwest, so they grew up in
Okay.
Ohio, and my uncle lives out there, and
Okay.
he has a thing on his bucket list. He wanted to come and have an authentic New England Thanksgiving. And I'm like, what exactly do you think is different about a New England Thanksgiving? Do you think Squanto shows up at the door here with like a cornucopia of fruit and shit? It's not. It's just like Thanksgiving in Ohio, believe me.
It's
We
pretty
stuff our
much.
faces, we turn football on, we yell at each other, we get in a fight, we pass out and start all over again.
That's it.
Welcome to an
That's it.
authentic New England Thanksgiving.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I don't know what that would look like. I know because Ohio has pretty much the same kind of weather as we do, right? They have snow. Yeah, that's funny. Hey, did you know this? A Hallmark movie was filmed in Norwood in September. So there's a
I
Christmas
did.
movie. Yeah. Did you
I
know that?
I did know that.
Oh,
You know why I know? I
why do
know
you know?
because I'm a member of the Facebook page Norwood Now, and I'm sure every town has their own Facebook page.
Okay.
But hundreds and hundreds of comments concerned about why they're putting up the Christmas lights early. Nobody bothers to read the information that Hallmark is filming a Christmas movie, and I think I forget who was in it. It was somebody who's in like 37 Hallmark movies. Somebody you see in every other movie. It'll
That
come to
could
me.
be, let's see, that could be Candace Cameron,
It wasn't
Beret.
her.
Okay. Let's see who are
Who was the
famous.
girl that was on Party of Five?
Lacey Shabbat.
That was her. Yeah,
Oh, I
she's one of the
love her.
people who are in it. Yeah.
She was the one I was gonna say next too. She was the next one. It's like
Oh,
they
she's
go
making a
through
killing on
seasons.
Hallmark.
She's adorable. She just really is. I am a fan of Hallmark movies. I'm not gonna lie, because they're just fun. And I've started watching the Christmas ones. All right, I'm not gonna lie to you.
What do you mean started? They're on 24/7, 365 days a year.
No, but I've
And I
started
don't mind
watching the
them. I don't mind
Hallmark
them at all. I
Christmas
mean,
movies. I've started watching the Christmas movies already. I all right, let me ask you this, and we'll ask anybody who's on tonight and anybody who's watching, because there's always a debate about this. When does Christmas start for you? Like the celebrating of putting up the tree and listening to music and watching the movies and all that. When does that start for you? And do you think it's too early? Do you think it's, after Thanksgiving, or what do you think?
I recently had this debate with my children who
Okay.
have strong opinions on the matter.
Okay.
And we're kind of skipping Thanksgiving. We're actually taking the family and getting out of Dodge. And so they've crossed that off the list. So in their mind, as soon as Halloween is over, like literally, like candy's done, we're closing up for the night. They wanted to break out the Christmas stuff and get going.
Wow.
Me, I'm more of a traditionalist. I would like to see it I'd like to not see a Christmas light until after Thanksgiving, but I know that's not realistic anymore.
I like to put my tree up early so I can, so I can appreciate it. And it's a big thing for me, and it's a project for me. Like I do layers, I do layers, and it takes me time. Like at first, I'll put all like these little greens in or whatever, and then I put this, and I'm like, everything has to be spaced out. Like my poor son when he was little. I'll give you an example of how the tree used to be. Like, okay, you want to decorate the tree? Oh, honey, do you want to? I'm like guiding his hand. I'm like the poor child. He would have to go to therapy now, So just saying.
Well, I like that, and you might as well enjoy the tree. If you want the tree to stay alive, that's more my thinking. So you got to you got to time it just right. If you get it too early, even with a certain amount of production value, you can only enjoy it for so long before it dies. And then Christmas Day, it's a horror show. It's a fire hazard. It's dead already.
Pat,
so I try to hold off as long as possible.
I have to explain something to you. You have to understand. We have an artificial tree because that is pretty much what saved our marriage. I'm just saying, shopping for a tree. I don't like to be out when it's cold, and I like my tree to be like, perfect. And, that's really not, it's not realistic. And the light.
I don't even know why that didn't occur to me. I made an assumption there.
Yeah,
with that into the Christmas tree, you were going to get a real one, and that was my bet.
We did get real trees in the past, and then we wanted to stay married. So we decided that, because we would start off like, how about this tree? And I'd be like, oh, well, no. How about this one? And then it just got like, how about this one? Well, fine. So like, you know what I'm saying? So that's not like a fun thing. Like, it's not like the movies. You know what I mean? I was cold. He was not picking out the right tree. Anyway, so I don't know. You know what? We're gonna keep this going because we need to bring up our next guest. Okay, she's an author, speaker, an online entrepreneur, life coach. She has an Amazon bestseller, 31 Positive Communication Skills for Women, and you can read it too, Pat, don't worry. She hosts a podcast, Encouraging Words for Working Moms. She's the founder of the Midlife Happy Life community, and today she's going to be bringing us 3 tips to calm the conflict, delight in your differences, and celebrate what's really important this Thanksgiving. Please welcome back Christy Largent. Yay!
Hello. I'm laughing hearing your stories about the trees and the timing. And yeah, when we were in California, we would get in my husband's work truck and go up to the mountains to cut a tree. You haven't had fun until you've ridden for 2.5 hours through the woods on some Forest Service dirt road to find a tree that's so daggum heavy you can barely move it to the truck.
Oh my goodness! And how was
Merry
that?
Christmas.
Yeah, how did that go for your marriage? Like how
well, it was fine until we had kids, and then I just sent the kids with him.
Oh, there you go. But did it matter?
I had hot chocolate for them when they came back. It was perfect. Yeah, but
if your books and your advice, all your advice is as good as that, I am in. I am on board with Christy.
All right.
That's
well,
brilliant.
I will say now I have a synthetic tree because we're in Texas. It's hard to find Christmas trees here.
What, they must be really expensive.
There are no mountains.
Yeah.
Flat as a board. Yeah. So how are we going to calm the conflict, delight in our differences, and celebrate what's really important this holiday? Because like you guys were describing, the holidays are the perfect time for conflict, right? With the people that you love the most, you let down your barriers, you are your full self. And let's face it, sometimes our full selves are a little bit much. So that can cause some problems. And so I figured, let's talk about how we can help ourselves enjoy each other more.
Okay.
So the first thing is we're going to calm the conflict, and it's super simple. The strategy is really, really simple. It's one word: listen. I want you to listen before you talk. You're sitting at the kitchen table, or you're sitting at the Thanksgiving table, and somebody pipes up with their idea or their thought, and your tendency, especially with your family, is to what?
React.
Yeah. You're going to jump right back in, and you're going to tell them, well, I think blah, blah, blah. So instead of doing that, just take a breath, listen. Keep in mind that you want to listen to understand, right?
Okay,
I want to listen not just to find my next point that I'm going to tell them. I'm going to listen to understand. And really the key is you ask yourself as you're listening, even and maybe even especially if you disagree, where can I find the commonality?
That's good.
Where can I find the connection here? So, you know, they maybe voted for somebody that you didn't 5 years ago, and they're still not over it, right?
Yeah.
And so you are listening for commonality. What's the commonality? You both voted. Isn't it awesome that in this country we get to, you know, I'm finding the commonality. I'm not going to focus on what's different. I'm not going to focus on where we disagree. I'm going to focus on what's in common. And I can really only find that if I'm listening really well and I'm listening to understand. So that idea of when we feel that kind of conflict brewing, it's usually not a physical conflict, is it? It's a conversational conflict.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I mean, Pat. Pat's like, oh, I remember my brother.
You haven't spent Thanksgiving in the Collins household. I can tell you that right now. But I understand where you're coming from.
Yeah, I mean, you don't, you know, when we were young with our siblings, we'd, you know, fight it out with them. But now it's verbally, and it's really easy to say nasty things you wish you hadn't said, right? So if I want to calm it, I'm just going to be really intentional that I'm listening before I'm speaking. That's good. And the other thing, and I wasn't going to say this, but unsolicited advice is a definite conflict increaser.
Yeah.
So that, you know, my favorite is my sweet dad. He'll be like, well, if you want to know what I think, and we're like, no, we don't. And then he tells us anyway. Right. Right. So we do that with our family.
Maybe you have spent Christmas in my house. Yeah.
There we go.
It sounds very, very familiar. So yes.
Yeah. I mean, and we all do it. That's why
every family.
We have family, and we love to tell our advice. There goes my little guy. We're in a hotel. If you can't tell. Yeah, there he is. The parade. Yeah. So anyway, listen before you talk. Okay, you want to calm the conflict. Let's do that. And keep your advice to yourself. Okay, secondly, delight in the differences. So what I mean by this is that every personality is going to bring something a little bit different. And if you have children, you probably know that they're all different and they all have different personalities. And so rather than be irritated by your analyst who just wants to tell you every single little detail of something that happened, like delight in that. Isn't that awesome that he notices, right? Isn't it awesome that he paid attention that much, that he knew every single detail? And then you're, you know, the peaceful person over in the corner who doesn't want any conflict at all. You're like, isn't it cool that he can stay so chill in the middle of all of this vibrant conversation? Instead of being like, why doesn't he ever participate? Well, isn't it cool that he can be so chill? Right. You know, so really being able to delight in the differences, and that comes down to judging. And what happens is when we see someone that's different than we are, many of us will immediately jump to judgment. Like, what's wrong with them? Why aren't they more like I am?
Yeah, that's just it too. That's what we want.
We do, don't we? Because we're comfortable and we think it's okay, you do it your way, but you should do it the right way, which is, guess what?
My way.
My way. Yeah, exactly.
Now you're speaking truth. No, I'm just kidding.
See what I mean? It feels good. It feels really good when people are doing things the way I want them to do, or they're acting, or they're thinking. We like that. And that's human nature. Right. So the challenge when we're with our family is that even though we may have been raised in the same household, we all look at things differently.
That is so true. Isn't
that so weird?
Is so true. Yeah.
Yeah. You know, we even, I mean, to extrapolate that out, it could be husband and wife do things differently, or you have more than one child and you're multiple children and they all look at things differently, or you're with your siblings or your cousins, or it's just really interesting to me. So I think if we have a mindset of delighting in the differences rather than judging them and making it be like not enough for as good as I am, it really changes the dynamic. Right? So the first thing, we're going to calm the conflict by doing really good listening and keeping our opinions kind of, unless we're asked, keeping them to ourselves, right? We're going to delight in our differences so that we're being grateful that not everybody's not the same.
Yes.
Right? Instead of judgmental. And then third, we really need to, and I really think, especially this year with everything that we've been through, we need to celebrate what is really important. Like, we're going to celebrate. What is it that's really important? Is it the car that you drove to the party in? Is it your clothes? Is it your new jewelry? What? No, we know that
my outfit is kind of important.
Well, that's true.
I'm just kidding. Go ahead. Just a little bit.
Just a little
humor.
It's on the comedy show.
A little levity.
Just a little.
Yeah, I mean, I think we have to think about, what is it? We're here, we're healthy, we're together, we have time together, and we're not having to do this by Zoom. Right? Right? We're able to really celebrate the most important parts.
Yeah, just being together. We take, taking that time for granted, because let's face it, I think we all know, you just never know. You never ever know. And
none of us dreamed Thanksgiving of 2019. None of us ever dreamed what was around the corner.
Right.
No. So the fact that
Scott Higgins has a question.
Do we have to? You know what, Scott? That's a different seminar.
I have to scrap.
Scott Higgins, I guarantee, I only promise, if Scott Higgins is being quiet, listening at the dinner table, everyone else is taking delight in it. So yes, you don't have to talk, Scott. You're doing everyone a favor.
That's so funny.
This is my personal feeling. I'm not an expert.
It's true. We really do have to appreciate what we have. And, if someone wasn't at your table, you would miss them.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, your mother may drive you crazy, but when she's not there, there will be some sadness there, right?
Yeah.
Well, what's the word that we really want to have in top of mind? It's gratitude.
Right.
Right. Of course, that's what everyone talks about in November, is being thankful, but really, truly, not just flippantly, but with the whole heart, being thankful.
That's true. All right, so let's go over those tips again. So first, we want to make sure that we listen, and not just listen, but listen to understand.
Yeah,
because we want to have that connection
and commonality.
Right, that commonality.
Where are we in common?
Right, that's where we in common. Yeah, not where we want unity, not division.
Yeah.
And then we want to. We all are different. We want to delight in our differences, right? That was number 2, Christy.
Yep.
See, I was listening. I was listening.
Good job. A+.
I know.
Delight in the differences. Really, instead of listening and noting with judgment at how different everybody is, we're going to be really delighting in that and looking at it as something that we all bring to the table that's different, and that is a benefit to everybody.
And then, of course, number 3 was
celebrate what's really important.
right.
And we do that. We're together. We want to be together. We want to enjoy each other. And, so much of our holidays is our mindset, right?
Yes.
And maybe next time I'll talk a little bit more about mindset, because how you go into it is what you're going to get. So if you go into the holiday thinking, oh, brother, I can't believe I have to spend this with my family again. That mindset is really different than I can't wait to see what today brings.
Yeah, no, that's great. Christy, you always come with such great, positive, wonderful information, and we love having you here. And of course, you are always invited back. Thank you so much, Christy. We can't wait for your floors to be done so you don't have to come to us in a hotel anymore, and that you can come to us from your home. But wherever you come to us from, we are grateful and thankful. Have a wonderful Thanksgiving, and we will see you soon. Thank you so much, Christy.
Bye, guys.
Bye. Oh my gosh, see, she's just great. I just love having her on, and she just now I feel I'm sitting up a little taller, Pat. I'm sitting a little taller.
I really admire that. Do you think she's always like that?
She is.
She's in a hotel room with her kids right now. Are her kids in the background or over the side going, good God, if they only knew.
No, she really
everything she
is.
said is the ideal. You want to be there, but that's tough to keep up.
Well, you know what? And like she said, it's a mindset, and then you just have to keep your mind there. And I mean, it's a practice. It's not something that you're like, I'm going to do that today. You have to continually.
It's not like a cheat sheet for one holiday. It's a
right. Yeah.
It's something to bear on, and it comes in time. And maybe I can pass that on to my family, and we can all be on the same page. Because right now, my family, it's what you come into it as, right? And they come into it bombed, wasted all the time.
Yeah.
That's the standard old, Irish Catholic way. And it's tough to stay positive all the time.
I get it. Well, you know what? We're going to positively keep this show a-rolling, because
let's do it.
I'm so excited to introduce to you my next guest. All right. You may have seen her on the Oxygen Network from Buried in the Backyard. Okay, so we have to hear about that a little bit. She's also featured for Michael Epps. She was a finalist in the U.S. Comedy Contest, and now she's here to complete her resume. Of course, please welcome Mary. Tell me your last name so I say it the proper way.
It's Bakay.
It's Bakay. I was right the second time. Yay! It's Bakay.
Thank you, Rhonda.
Mary, if that was not the best introduction you've ever had.
I know, right? Can you come with me everywhere and just introduce me, at the grocery store?
Mary.
Mary,
whatever her name is.
Mary something or other. I don't know. But I didn't want to. I don't like when people mispronounce my name. Who likes that, right?
Yeah.
No one likes that. So I said, oh my goodness, I forgot to ask her, and I couldn't remember. So I wanted to get it right. I'm like, it could be one of two ways. So
believe me, I've heard it all. Bequette, Beckett, Mary, be quiet.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Right. That's really funny. No, I was like, I think it's Bakay. Afterwards I had said it. I was like,
you had that memory in there somewhere.
Yeah, I'm like, that sounds a little weird. So we were talking about Christmas, Mary, and so of course we're talking about Thanksgiving, blah, blah, blah. But we were talking about getting your tree. Now, where do you stand? Are you one of those? Yeah.
We love Christmas, in our family, which is just myself and my husband. We don't have any kids, but we watch the Hallmark movies, but we don't start watching them until November, right? So now we finally started.
Yeah, November.
And this year we're going away for Thanksgiving, so we're going to put up our Christmas decorations actually before we leave. So then, we can just turn the lights on the cul-de-sac the day we get back, and we'll be the first one with the lights on our street.
Oh, that's fun. And you are coming from a warm climate. So,
yeah.
What is that like? I have never celebrated Christmas in
In
a
warm climate?
Yeah.
It's actually kind of nice. Although, you know what? Our blood thins out too. Like it's 61 degrees today. And I'm like, I'm going to need a winter coat tonight.
Wow.
Like to be cold. Right. So, yeah. And, you know, we don't have the snow, so it's not as picturesque, but it's, you know, I went to school at UMass, right? In Amherst.
Right.
So I've, so broke when you're a student, right? And all my terrible cars that wouldn't run in the cold. And we have to trudge down, back in the day and warm them up for like half an hour and scrape. Yeah,
don't miss that.
I don't miss it at all. Yeah. So it's nice. Like, we were talking before the show, I'm thinking of moving to Texas. And a friend of mine was making a joke. She's like, you pay so much more for gas, for your house, for taxes in California. Basically, you're just paying extra for all that good weather.
You have to buy the weather.
It's not worth it. Yeah. So, I mean, I know we're moving back to San Antonio. I know they got that terrible snowstorm last year, right?
Right.
But
they had the frozen, it was like things were frozen, right? And people lost their power for
days.
Days and days and days, which we lose our power here too. I know. Do you have a generator, Pat? Because we don't have one.
No, we don't. And, I keep thinking maybe we should have one, but we're fortunate to live in a town where with its own power company. So even if we lose power, which is rare, it's up and running again within an hour and a half. And it's been that way for 15 years. And,
that's great.
But still, you never know. I should have a generator. I need to get on that.
We lost power from our last storm that we had, and it's like maybe we should really get a generator. You know what I mean? Because it's just at least for the refrigerator, you just I mean, I guess too though when it does get colder, you can put stuff outside, but still, it's just it's not like, hey, honey, go get the milk outside. Don't hey, like we haven't done that.
Frozen.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. If the food is your priority and you have to rough it, you could put it outside. But I mean, really, it's how you're going to heat your house and go to sleep that night and stuff like that.
Yeah. We've had that.
And,
we had lost power for like 4 days. We were kind of snowed in here too. And we have a little fireplace, but it wasn't, I don't think we had it cleaned yet or whatever. And so we couldn't use it, or we had to get it fixed. I don't know. I just remember like it was not fun. And my son was a teenager. A teenager.
A little fire is not going to charge all the tablets and the
computer
but
the
phones in this house.
We were just freezing. It was freezing.
Forget the heat. If we don't have entertainment, we're doomed. So for that alone,
you don't have any social media and you have a teenager in the house. It's like, oh my gosh, it's horrible.
You're right.
It's horrible. Oh, Scott,
I'm getting a generator.
Well worth it. Yeah. So
I'm glad you brought that up.
Oh my God, you guys make parents.
You know what we call that around here? That's wicked smart. We call that wicked smart.
Wicked smart. Yep, that's
generator.
Exactly
I'm getting a generator. That's wicked smart.
Wicked smart. Well, let's see how wicked smart you guys are, because we have a portion of the show that we call. Hit it, Alex. You've got game. And you wouldn't be able to play this game without the incredible, the phenomenal. Welcome the scorekeeper, everybody.
Scorekeeper.
That's right.
Aww.
Brilliant.
That's hilarious. Oh my gosh. I'm thankful for Macy's and I have 50% off. Oh my goodness.
Off to
look
another
at
great
that.
start.
Oh, so sweet. I'm in.
That looked like Norwood Center.
Karen, I want your book. I think it sold out in print,
Wicked smart.
by the way. Wicked smart. So I need to get your book. So I'm gonna have to get it on Kindle. I'm gonna have to break down. Yes, best scorekeeper ever. Yes, the production value is amazing, Scott. You are correct. And Alice loves the scorekeeper. The scorekeeper and Chewy pretty much keep the show running. Funny. Hey, Desiree, how are you? So glad you joined us. All right, we are ready. Today's game is called It's Sit Comics. I have so much fun making up the names of the games. And so what we're going to do, Pat and Mary, we are going to pit you against each other. That's right, because you could be walking away with the very coveted Rhonda Corey Comedy hand sanitizer.
That is a must-have.
100% clean and sanitized hands. Everybody wants that. This prize is valued at $5,500. Okay. That's right. That's right. I know. All right. Are you ready? So what we're going to do is we are going to put up a picture of a sitcom and with a stand-up comedian. Okay. Stand-up comics.
All right.
And sitcoms. You have 2 chances to get points. Is this thing on? Keep distracting me, scorekeeper. I can't even complete a sentence as it is. 2 chances to win points. You will have to name the sitcom or the stand-up comic. Okay? Are you ready? We're going to start off with Barry.
Hold on.
Okay.
So points for both.
Points for both.
Do we buzz in or we just shout it out? So
you're going to type in your answers. Remember we talked about how to type in your answers?
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Okay.
All right. All right. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
So type it under what?
The edit name. Remember the edit
where my name is?
Yeah. We're gonna type. Yeah. See, Mary Killer. Okay.
All right, Mary.
All right.
Now you're just showing off.
She's ready. She is ready. Okay.
All right.
So we are going to put up our first. This is an easy one, you guys. If you don't get this, I'm gonna have to.
All right. Let's see.
Ooh, Pat is getting his game face on, says June. You are right. Okay,
I know,
ready?
right?
Are you ready? Here is your first clue. Oh my gosh, a simple one. All right, so you can write down, type in. We do not take off for spelling, by the way. So don't worry about your spelling. Who is the comic, the stand-up comic, and what is the name of this show? All right. And let me know when you type in your answers. So you can have 2 answers here and get 2 points, or you can have 1 answer and get 1 point, or you can put the wrong.
I hope I did it right. I got.
All right.
I put mine in.
All right. All right. Are you ready yet, Pat? Typing in your answer.
It's not really responsive.
All right. There you go. You got it. Okay. And all right. Is the comic Jerry Seinfeld and the show Seinfeld? You both have the same answer.
It's tough.
Absolutely correct. Yes. Yes. Seinfeld. Let's see. Alice said Seinfeld. Karen said Seinfeld. Jerry Seinfeld in Seinfeld. And Fran said Seinfeld. Yes. You both got 2 points on that.
Go, Fran.
All right.
That is impressive work. I thought that was obscure. Seems like everybody nailed it. All right.
Okay. Well, let's see what happens.
All right. Are you ready for number 2? Are you ready?
Okay.
Here we go.
Okay. All right. Here we go. Here is our second clue. All right. What is the name of the show and the name of the comic? It doesn't matter which way you put them. So you type them in, and as soon as you do, we will like I said, spelling does not matter. This was such a fun show. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. They're typing their answers in right now, you guys. Are you ready?
Okay. Okay. Just a second.
Okay. Give me the high sign when you're ready. And let's see. The answers are
there you
Ray
go.
Romano. Everybody loves Raymond. Ray can't remember the name. Everybody loves Raymond. Okay, so the correct answer is Ray Romano, and everybody loves Raymond. So you both got that right. And Ray Romano. Let's see. We got 4 points to 3 points. That's all right, Mary. It's early in the game. It's early in the game. You still have time. Let's see how our audience did. Raymond. Everybody loves Raymond. Who loves Raymond? Karen. You can. Yes,
Karen.
Alex
Karen.
and Raymond. Everybody
Everybody
loves
loves
Raymond.
Karen.
Oh my gosh, I love it. I love it. All
Do
right.
I get extra credit for Brad Garrett? I should get extra credit for that. That's like a bonus.
Yeah, Brad Garrett's actually a stand-up too.
Yep.
All right. Are you ready
So that's
for
no
your
on the
next
extra credit.
clue? You'll have to ask the scorekeeper. I don't keep score because I stink at it, and so I had to hire the official scorekeeper. And the scorekeeper is shaking their finger. Which I don't know if that was a yes or a no, but it looked like a no. No, okay, that's a big no.
No.
But you know what? That is a nice try, and that is nice.
You're still winning, Pat.
Yeah, you're still winning. You
Yep,
still
you're
are
right.
ahead. You still are ahead by a point. All right,
I'm
are
gonna
you ready for your third clue?
I am ahead.
All right, third clue is coming up now. Type away, you guys. All right, this show was back in the 80s, 1980s. Was it the 80s? I don't know. I
can't see it.
Or the 90s. No, I think 90s or 90s? 90s. Late 80s, 90s?
Okay, done.
90s. 1990s. Okay. All right. I know it took place in a bookstore. I remember that. And before the stand-up comedian had their own show that they've had for a very long time. All right. How are we doing there? Remember, spelling doesn't count, so you don't have to worry about that.
All right.
Because I can't spell. All right, are we ready? All right. The stand-up comic is Ellen DeGeneres. And Ellen is the show. You both have the same answer. I hope you're both correct. Well, guess what? You are. You are both correct. Very good. Very good. We have a very close score. Mary's just waiting for you to slip up, Pat. But so far, you're
not going to happen. He's going to get the extra credit.
It's not going to happen. I have to have the sanitizer. I need it.
Everybody wants it. Everybody wants it.
It's going on the vanity shelf.
Karen says it's Ellen. Alice Green, yes, you are correct. June Colson is good thing.
Oh, someone spelled it correctly. There we go.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's how I spell. I don't know how to spell it. I don't know how to spell it. That's right, Karen. All right, you guys in the audience are killing it as well. All right, this one might be a little tougher for you. Let's see. We can't make them all like so simple, but this one. Ooh, do you know what show this was? This person had 2 shows, actually. This stand-up comic had 2 shows. And I think this was the first of the 2, but I could be absolutely, totally wrong. I'm not sure. Am I? I don't know. What is it? Nameplate. No, my goodness. Oh. No, if you don't get this, that's really bad. At least one part of it, that's too funny. Oh, that's right. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. I didn't even notice it. No, I didn't notice it. That's all right. I'm not firing my producer. I can't do the show without him. So, all right, you ready?
I don't feel good about this.
Let's see. Gary Shandling, the Gary Shandling Show, or is it Gary Shandling, the Larry Sanders Show? Well, there is a Gary Shandling Show, but I'm sorry, you are incorrect. It is the Larry Sanders Show, so the score is now tied. It is tied. Oh, I told you, Pat. Look out. She is a competitor. Yes, Karen is correct. You are June is killing it. June Colson.
Yeah, June, way to go.
Yeah, Alice. Oh my gosh, you guys are good.
Gary?
All right.
Oh, two R's. I gotcha. Okay, you're right.
Yeah, right. All right. Yeah. All right. Are you ready for the next one? I told you spelling doesn't matter here. All right. This was a funny show. Dig deep, guys. Dig deep. They can't all be like so simple. You know, we have to. If you remember the comic's name, it might be a little easier to remember the name of the show. Very funny comic, too. Very, very funny comic. And the show was really funny. The one that played the comic's wife is hysterical.
I don't even know.
It's okay. Take a stab. Take a guess.
I can't read.
Okay. Are you ready for the reveal? All right, let's reveal your answers.
Martin.
Chris Martin, the Chris Martin Show. That's a good guess, though.
Oh, close.
That is a very good
guess. Patrick.
That is a very good guess, but you are incorrect, Mary. I'm very sorry. On both counts.
Yes.
And Pat, you are correct with Martin Lawrence. Martin, let's see what we have out here. Yes, June Colson. June Colson is killing it.
Yes.
The Jeffersons. Where did you see Weezy there? Come on. You guys are all wrong. You guys are all wrong in the audience.
Jeffersons? It's worth a shot.
Yeah, I know. Well, everybody's taking a shot at it. Everybody took a shot, and that's fine. That's fine. No, the scorekeeper is tough. The scorekeeper is definitely tough. All right, this one you guys should get no problem. All right.
Print try. Okay.
All right. The show was extremely popular. Female or male comic, I don't know. And very popular show in the 80s or the 90s. I can't remember. They're all starting to blur together. Is that what happens when you get older?
Yeah.
I think so.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes. Lovely. Aging is so much fun. Mm-hmm. This show, and they did a comeback series on this, and then someone is not in it anymore. I have that couch. That's hilarious. All right, let's reveal our answers. All right, is it Roseanne Barr with Roseanne? Roseanne Barr, Roseanne. You are both absolutely correct. Let's see how our audience did. Roseanne is correct. Yes, Roseanne. Go get him, Desiree. John Goodman is true, but that is not the stand-up comic. I don't think he's ever done stand-up comedy, John Goodman. I could be wrong, but I don't believe so.
Not that I've heard of. No.
June, crushing it. I think June's got all of them correct. Sorry.
I know, right?
I know. I think she has. Oh my goodness. All right. This one, let's see. This one might be a little tougher. I don't know. We'll see. Are you ready for the next one?
Yes.
All right. Oh no, not well. Did we skip one? It's okay. Okay. All right. This was a good show. It was a fun show.
It was so fun.
It was a fun show. A very fun show. And wow, look how young people were on this show.
Right? Jonathan Winters, good grief.
Yes. He was so funny.
Oh my gosh.
Jonathan Winters. He is not the stand-up comic we are looking for, but Jonathan Winters. But he did kind of do, right?
We did stand up, yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Jonathan Winters. How we doing, Pat? Almost?
Yep. Maybe. Computer. Won't save.
Come on, computer.
Why won't you save? Work with me.
We're just waiting. We are just currently waiting for Pat's computer right now. So we might be doing a GoFundMe to get Pat.
I think I'm at that point. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Our answers. Mork and Mindy, Robin Williams. Robin Williams, Mork and Mindy. It doesn't matter. They're interchangeable. And you are both absolutely correct. You are both correct. Yes. Let's see. You are correct too, Desiree. Mork
Good job,
and
Desiree.
Mindy. What did he used to say? What was his catchphrase?
Nanu.
Nanu,
No,
nanu.
no. That's right.
That's right. Nanu, nanu. Yes, that's right. Mork and Mindy. Robin.
Originally
I know,
a
Robin
Happy
Williams.
Days spinoff. A lot of people don't know that.
That's
Oh.
right. I want to do one day. I am going to do a game on spinoffs.
Oh, that's a great idea.
Yeah, I'm going to do
Oh,
spinoffs.
you have to invite me back. I'm in.
Okay. I will invite you back, Pat Collins. I will. All right. Are you ready for the next one?
Yes.
All right.
Okay.
Oh, I love this show so much.
It was so great.
This is a classic. The casting was just excellent. The writing was excellent. Oh, it was just such a great show. That's for sure.
Suzanne Plachette.
Oh, I loved her.
She was so great.
Right? And she had that kind of husky voice. She
was just perfect, in her role.
She was. And then this comic had another show named the exact same thing later on, taking place in a cabin. Do you remember that?
In Vermont, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I do remember that. Yeah.
Yeah. With the blonde Stephanie, what was her name? That was the character's name.
Stephanie.
I can't remember
Yeah.
her. I remember that was the one with Daryl, and the other brother Daryl.
Oh yeah, they were all named Daryl.
They were all named Daryl.
Right.
Yeah, that was funny.
Yeah.
That's another thing I want to do, like little catchphrases from the shows, different catchphrases from the shows. I've got all these ideas. I've done I've done over 50 different games.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, this is a good one. This is
Yeah,
fun.
this is a fun one, huh? I think so too. We've never done this before. All right, Bob Newhart, the Bob Newhart Show. You are both absolutely correct. It is the Bob Newhart Show. It was such a fun show. That was fun.
It was
That
so
was
great.
fun. With Bob Daly.
Yeah, Bob Daly was
Oh
so
my
funny. Oh my God.
My gosh, so fun. Yes, you are absolutely correct. You guys are crushing. Yeah, one of the best comics of all time. You got that right, June.
Oh,
Conservatory. All right. We've got one more. Do one more. Bring one more up.
Totally agree.
Yeah, let's do that one. All right. I'm kind of thinking of the music. Do 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 do. Do, 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 do. I better stop singing. I'll probably get flagged. Yeah. Do, 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 do. Oh my gosh, this show, I watch this show all the time. Now, this definitely was 70s, right?
Yeah. You got to get a millennial in here to compete with us because we would just.
Well, you know what I do is sometimes I have like a huge game night, and so that's really fun. So I think we're due for one of those. What do you guys think in the audience? You think we're due for like a big game night? I definitely think so. I love doing those. We have different games. One of my favorite games to play is called Go Fetch.
Oh.
And so what I do is I name an article or something, like I'll say, go fetch something shiny. Everyone has to leave where they are, go get something, bring it back, and then it is judged.
That's not shiny.
That's not shiny. No. What is that? Is that banana bread or something?
All right. It's a little bit shiny. Okay, scorekeeper.
Yeah, we have a game night. Alice, you love the game nights, huh? Aren't they fun? Oh my goodness, that does look, don't make me hungry. I brushed my teeth.
That looks yummy. I'm starving.
Sanford and Son, Red Fox, Sanford and Son, you are both absolutely correct.
Yay! Oh, congratulations, right. Pat.
Oh, scorekeeper, what do we have for a final score? Pat, you are the winner of the Rhonda Corey Comedy Hand Sanitizer, 100% clean comedy, 100% clean and sanitized hands. Prize value to $5,500. Oh my goodness, that was so much fun. This show goes by so fast. Usually at this time, I will show who is going to be on. I'm sorry. You were on a delay.
I just want to. This is the greatest thing that happened to me in an hour and a half.
Well, that's good. That's good. Buy a mask cheaper than a copay.
That's hilarious.
Cheap mask. We have Talk is Cheap mask.
Great match.
We love everything.
You are a worthy competitor, and I enjoyed that.
That was a really good game, you guys. That was fun.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe I lost on Martin Lawrence.
Oh my goodness. Well, you did have Martin, so that was a really good guess. You had part of it down, so that was really good.
The memories.
You guys want a game night? Our audience wants a game night. I'll have to put one together. Usually at this time of the night, I show who's going to be on next week. But next week I will be traveling, so we will have one of your favorite episodes airing. A previous episode, we're going to have a rerun on top. I might be here, so I might be able to, join you guys in the comments. So. That is a possibility. So please do join in next Tuesday, because I don't want you to have what is it? Cravings, I don't know, for Talk is Cheap, and you don't get your Talk is Cheap medicine in for the week. I don't know. But we'll put on a really good episode. And oh my goodness, guys, we need to fix. And this is a place where everybody can come and just take an hour of their day and just kick back and just listen to some funny friends and just have fun and not have to think about anything. And there's no negativity here on Talk is Cheap. It's just all fun and games. It's all fun and games. Get that? I think that's my new catchphrase. It's all fun and games on Talk is Cheap. And so I am so thankful for you guys for joining us. Mary, I haven't seen you.
I know. It's just a big hug, virtual hug.
We get virtual hugs. We met about 5 years ago, 4 or 5 years ago, right?
Yeah, 5 years ago.
Same with Pat. But Pat, I'm going to be seeing you in Boston. Do you guys have any shows that you want to plug coming up?
I'm trying to think. Go for it.
The only one I'm concerned about right now is Friday night with you. I'll promote that. The Best in Boston, part of the Boston Comedy Festival that kicked off tonight. And beyond that, no, that's the most important thing to me right now.
That's it right now. And Mary, you're going to a show, right? You're headed to a show tonight.
I have a show tonight. It's a very important venue. It's very well known. It's a youth hostel in Santa Monica on 2nd Street, where I'll be performing for travelers from around the world. And then later in the month, I have a feature set at the Santa Rosa Barbecue in Santa Rosa, California. I'm all over, you guys. I'm just like, it's everywhere.
Awesome. Awesome. And you guys, if you want to follow Pat, you can do so. It's collinscomedyevents.com, Pete Collins Comedy on Facebook, Pete Collins Comedy #1 on Twitter, and pat.collins.comedy on Instagram. So make sure you give Pat a follow. And if you want to follow Mary, you can do that. Mary Bouquet on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. She does TikTok, you guys. That's right. She's not a fart like me. She does
Keep it
TikTok.
up with the young kids.
Yeah.
Oh, and then you can connect
Yeah,
with
I
me.
got
You know,
it.
I'm on Story Comedy on
Good for you,
Facebook,
Mary.
Instagram, and YouTube. So there's that. And then, of course, Christy Largent. Awesome. ChristyLargent.com. You
Christy
can
was
follow her
awesome.
Facebook group, Midlife Happy Life Community. She's Christy Largent on Instagram. And order her book, 31 Positive Communication Skills, Devotional for Women. And that is on Amazon. And, oh, yes, Deborah wants to find you, Mary, on TikTok. So
Yay! Deborah, hi, girl.
all their follows, everybody's follows are right there in the comments. You guys, you can stick around for a minute if you want so we can say our goodbyes in the green room. Thank you so much to Chewy, of course, for sleeping through the night. Thank you, my official scorekeeper, who's awesome. Thank you, Alex, my co-producer. And thank you, audience members, for being here. And Mary and Pat, you were awesome. All right.
Thank you. Thanks, Rhonda. Bye, everybody. Take care.
Out. Bye.
Bye, June. Bye, Fran.
Bye, everybody.
I will hold, I will hold, I will hold. Ain't no man, ain't no woman, ain't no thing, no, there ain't nothing going down. Well, I've said a lot of things that don't amount to nothing.